Good afternoon. We have been dealing with storms of many types for the past 2 years, and today is no different. As predictions of Hurricane Ida were made last week, street crews began making preparations by inspecting ditches and drains and removing debris in our troubled areas across town. The current predictions for our area are less severe than previously predicted. We expect 2 to 5 inches of rain that is moving into the community right now and are expected to move out sometime tomorrow afternoon. Our greatest risk will come from gusting winds and the possibility of some pop-up tornadoes, so please stay weather aware today and through the night. And if you place any couches or other items that could block storm drains on your curb over the weekend, please go out and move those so they don't wash down to a drain. Baptist Memorial Hospital, North Mississippi, has 54 COVID patients this morning, with 12 of those patients in ICU. Baptist Memorial Hospital, North Mississippi is a regional healthcare provider. The percentage of patients in our hospital that are from Lafayette County typically ranges from 27 to 30%. It's my understanding that 20% of the patients that are at Baptist Hospital with COVID are from Lafayette County. Now, I realize the argument could be made that our efforts are without merit if so few of the COVID patients are from Lafayette County, but we know that Oxford is not only the community where others are seeking health care, it's also the community where they do their shopping and their dining. Lafayette County saw an increase of 70 new cases over the past 3 days, which is an average of 23 cases a day. As most of you are aware, the Board of Aldermen passed a mask mandate last week. There has been a lot of confusion regarding this mandate. The mandate reads, every person in the city of Oxford shall wear a face covering, covering the nose and mouth while inside a business or other building or space open to the public, whenever it's not possible to maintain a minimum of 6 feet of social distancing. The Board of Aldermen voted 4-3 last week to remove the mask requirement outdoors in any space. The Board of Aldermen did not put in place any mandates regarding outdoor group gatherings or sizes of gatherings or reduced capacities in any type of business. I understand that many are upset by the Eat in the Streets event that was held Saturday night. As I have tried to always be as transparent as possible, I want to give you the explanation of why the event was allowed to go on. You may still disagree with me when I finish, but you will at least know where we are coming from. As I just stated, there is no state or local mandate in place that limits outdoor gatherings or reduces capacities or requires masking outdoors. The CDC recommendation states that in general, you do not need to wear a mask in outdoor settings. We have followed the CDC recommendations for the past year and a half. It's my opinion that groups are going to gather, and providing an outdoor space for that to happen is in the best interest of our community. We have seen groups gathering in the Grove and in other outdoor spaces and believe that this is a much safer way to gather than inside venues and apartments and houses. We may have gotten this wrong, and there is always room to second guess. I've said it many times over the past year and a half that we make the best decisions we can with the information in front of us. Sometimes we get it right and sometimes we get it wrong. I and the Board of Aldermen are still charged with balancing helping our business community get back on its feet while still protecting the health care of our community. This Eat in the Streets event was designed specifically to help our small businesses. In retrospect, perhaps we should have canceled it. There are no clear paths here. We felt that canceling the event would cause further harm to our small businesses, and with no outdoor mandates in place, hosting it would provide an outdoor venue for gathering outdoors rather than inside. We've been seeing the crowds back in Oxford for several weeks now. They are going to gather. We believe outdoor is a safer setting. We continue to stand by the decision that masking indoors slows the spread of the virus. It doesn't stop it, it slows it. The CDC continues to recommend masking indoors when social distancing is not possible. We continue to stand by the fact that vaccinations are the way out of this pandemic. The City of Oxford has partnered with the Webb Family Clinic and Oxford Specialty Group over the past 3 weeks to provide pop-up vaccination sites. We hosted a pop-up next door to City Hall on Tuesday, August 17th, where 41 people received vaccinations. 24 were vaccinated at the Oxford Community Market last week. 25 were vaccinated on Friday, August 20th at Larson's Cash Saver, and last Friday, 76 vaccinations were given at Larson's Cash Saver. So a total of 166 vaccinations have been given at these locations. You'll have several opportunities for vaccinations this week. Tuesday, tomorrow, from 3 to 6:30, Oxford Specialty Clinic will be providing vaccinations at the Oxford Community Market. On Friday, you'll have 2 vaccination locations to choose from 12 to 5, Mississippi Care will be at Larson's Cash Saver, and Webb Family Clinic will be set up next to City Hall. Physicians will be on site to answer your questions at these locations, and we will again have a Spanish translator available at the Larson's Cash Saver location. The University of Mississippi has been providing vaccination sites over the past year and continues to do so. They reported that they've administered 5,686 vaccinations to date. You've probably seen that the Ole Miss football team and the Ole Miss men's basketball team have reached 100% vaccination status. We are so very thankful that these coaches and players are committed to doing their part in helping us get back to normal. We've received questions about a testing site in Oxford. We made this request weeks ago to the Mississippi Department of Health, and the site for Oxford has been approved. Unfortunately, the state has not been able to assign resources and staff yet. They are utilizing their staff, as you can imagine, to respond to Hurricane Ida currently, but we do hope that we'll have a drive-through testing site available in our community by the end of the week. These are tough times where there's a lot of gray area. We at City Hall are giving it everything we've got every single day. This pandemic has caused such division in our country, in our state, and in our community. Many people have stated that they don't know what to believe anymore, and I really understand that. I know many are frustrated with us as leaders and consider us hypocrites, and to those I would simply say we're doing our best to encourage and assist our small businesses while putting measures in place to protect and support the health of our economy and our citizens. Those two things are often in conflict, but we're doing our best to address both. I always respect differing opinions, and there are people I love and respect who are opposed to the vaccination. The board and I are charged with looking out for the greater good. We ask ourselves daily, what is best for our community? And I've said many times over the past few days that, I'd rather people be upset with me for doing something than for doing nothing. The fact still remains that 97% of the people in the hospital are unvaccinated. It's been such a heavy week, and I, like you, have been mourning the loss of 13 soldiers in Afghanistan. Seeing those young faces of those heroes and knowing that they were willing to die for me and for you, it brings perspective to all that we're dealing with. And seeing Hurricane Ida bear down on a coast that's barely even recovered from Hurricane Katrina is devastating. And our thoughts and our prayers are with all of those affected and with all those serving rescue missions, even as we speak. And then there's the pandemic that continues to plague us. And there are 2 Bible verses that I've been clinging to, and I share them in hopes that they'll bring you some type of peace as we move through the days ahead that are going to be hard. Psalm 107:29, He stilled the storm to a whisper. The waves of the sea were hushed. They were glad when it grew calm, and He guided them to their desired haven. And John 16:33, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you'll have trouble, but take heart. I've overcome the world. We will get through these tough times, and we are stronger together. Thank you.